Hello and welcome back to We Could Do That, episode 2 probably. We're here today. I'm here with my co-host Kieran. Kieran, how are you doing?
I'm alright, I'm pretty good.
Are you excited?
Yeah, I've never actually... I didn't realise this was a sport until about a week or two ago.
I have seen this before at some point, so I do have some background knowledge which is not acceptable on the show.
Not acceptable in the fucking slightest.
Although I think it was pretty drunk when I saw it and probably don't remember much of it. I think that what we're here to see is World Chase Tag, held in the USA in the year 2021.
Yes, this is a year old, but this is the most I think the most recent. I'm assuming that the 2022 games aren't out yet because this is what, August?
I'm amazed they held this in 2021.
Yeah, it looks like there's quite a lot of people. From what I can see already, it looks like there's quite a lot of people on stage. There could possibly be a 2022, but I couldn't. Quick look, couldn't see it. But
possibly hasn't been held yet.
Yeah.
Possibly folded after it didn't succeed in that year. But yeah, we're here to watch men chase after each other whilst performing parkour.
Yeah. Right.
Shall we go?
We shall go.
Let's do this.
Oh, and then I'll mute it. Fuck me.
Yeah, it's just a little bit of technical difficulties here.
It's
We do have a man in the stand. As you know, our man John is in the stands waiting patiently for our call, our halftime call with him.
There we go. We're all good now.
So they're setting up the course. It looks like a jungle gym.
It's quite busy for 2021.
Yeah, the fans are excited. The parkour heads, they're really into their running over things. They're doing weird hand signals. The man's pulled a cap over his eyes and got embarrassed. Okay, who we got? We got Apex, F, and Tempest. Some fucking like esports names I've ever heard of.
Yes, it is. So what is the? It's tag. So one person.
It's tag.
So do they decide? Does one person tag and the other one runs?
Yes, so it looks like the man in white is going after the man in black. He's chasing him, he's jumping, he's chasing.
This would be more fun. I know it's the whole, because it's small and it's quite like a tight place.
Mm-hmm.
This would be great over like a large area.
Yes, yeah. And it's quite a large arena, like maybe... And he's won. He's
going to last 20 seconds?
20 seconds without getting tagged. The winner stays on. So Apex F was being chased. He's now 1 point to none. I believe he is now chasing. We have teams.
Names: Seth Wang, Rob Schill, Amos Renner, Olaf Wood. Oh, it's a Met. I don't know actually.
I think that's the person who's. I think Olaf is up.
Jason Wu. I mean,
he must need to sort out his fucking hair.
Yeah. Oh, it's not a good look, man.
Oh, and he's been caught after 7 seconds. The player for Apex. So it's elimination.
Yeah,
it's elimination. So once you're out, you're out. It's kind of like rounders.
The man in the beard looks like he would, if you were in a pub, he would just not leave you alone and try. He would spend all night telling you about tag.
Yeah. You would get in, you'd be having some drinks, and you'd say, "Oh, this man looks nice. We're having a nice, he's friendly, he's a conversation," and then talks for about 2 hours straight about his parkour tag career.
Oh, that was a nice slide.
He did a little slide between the rails. It seems like the technique is to just so far run around the outside, which isn't working well for Team Tempest.
The thing is, if you get into the middle of it, you're in such small confined bits. It's surely to God, if you've got good arm length, like you can easily like back tap them.
Yeah, absolutely. To be lanky is
probably the best way to go.
An advantage.
Yeah.
It seems like running around the sides seems to be the only tactic we've seen so far. We've not seen anyone go for going straight through the obstacles.
No, everyone just like.
You want some? On you go. Sorry.
Sorry, no, yeah, you see a lot of them, yeah, they are just running round the sides. Like, the person who's chasing does a lot of the manoeuvres, whereas the runner just runs back and forth.
Yeah, so currently our player for Tempest is, or one of them, the person in black, is doing... He's got good technique in that he's waiting for them to be halfway through their manoeuvre to move.
Yeah,
and run away.
He doesn't wait till they're stopped or waiting for the... Because I feel like as soon as they're waiting for you to make a move, it's too easy to just bang, hit you.
Who we got up next? We've got man. We got man, and he's gonna be chasing a man. Of course, the world chase tag competition, the tournament, is relatively new. It's taken a while for them to build up the sort of the renown and the know-how to be able to rent a small stadium, a village theatre, always hyping up the crowd to be able to put on an event like this. It's kind of the arena you'd see something like wrestling, like small town wrestling, to be able to be taking part in. But they got the screens, they've got their sponsorships. The whole, not gonna say that sponsorship.
Is he done, or are they just killing time?
I think there's been some technical difficulties in the stadium.
Yeah.
But of course, we all know Tag. We know Tag. He swapped out. This is
a game that they haven't stopped playing since they were young.
No.
It's a game that you play for all your life. When you're in your teens and kids are like, "Why are you playing tag?" You're like, "It's because I'm destined to be a professional tag player."
Yes. There's some controversy going on at the moment. They don't seem to be able to start this final. The judges the judges are they're
killing time. Like they don't really, no one really knows what's happening. They're actually at the point where they're having to work out on the sidelines.
They've realized that this isn't enough airtime.
No.
It's been 2.5 minutes and they're already in the final of the first stage. So they need to drag it out a little bit, and it's annoying the players. The shaved head bearded man who just made a love heart. Oh.
He loves the man.
Oh, so there's a bit of behind the scenes. Of course, you know, some rumblings in the.
It's a very close gated community. Like they all know each other.
Oh, absolutely. And he's on his way to try and get him. Jumping, he's ducking, he's jumping. Now that was some excitement. Absolutely.
It kind of reminds me. Did you ever see those fake police videos, chase videos you get them on YouTube and sometimes Facebook?
Yeah.
Where it's like the police officer magically starts doing some fucking parkour shit, and you're like, okay, this isn't a police chase video. Kind of reminds me of that.
Absolutely, yes. The sort of body comedy, physical comedy. That was what it was called. But yeah, no. Team Tempest or Apex or whoever is they won that round.
Apex are doing pretty good at the moment.
They're 3-0. I don't really understand how the points are.
This is also chase 7 of 16, so I don't really.
It's a false start. And so you get sent back if you do a false start. Although it does always seem to be this one guy who's getting told he can't play, and without commentary. Oh, he's got him.
But it seems like his teammates now shouting stuff at him.
Right. Oh, wait, he's up again. You gotta wait for the buzzer. Wait for the buzzer. Wait for the buzzer. He's eyeing him up. No love heart this time.
The time's going.
False start again.
Yeah,
very disorganized.
Is he just waiting? Again, this is a very underground sport, so this man could purposely doing this. We don't know.
It could be mind games.
Yeah, could be mind games. Could be just trying to kill time. Might work out in their favour at the end.
A very underrated part of the training for World Chase Tag is the mind games. Yeah. You've got to be able to psych out your opponent.
All have great psychology degrees. It comes along with it. It's a mandatory degree you have to play this game.
To play Chase Tag, you need a undergraduate at least in psychology to be able to psych out your opponent, get into his mind, understand. And the red light is on again. This is just a comedy of errors. Really not going well for their respect and their reputation.
I've not seen a ref.
I think the refs are sitting side.
I would like.
Although, do you really need a ref? I
would like to see a ref in the ring with them, if you would call it.
Oh, like in the middle. They get in the way. Don't know. The problem is that there's not many rules, right? All you have to do in 20 seconds is catch your opponent.
I believe the rule book is going to be quite small.
If you smash your...
he's playing... The mind games are coming out.
He's doing some miming. It's really reminding me of esports.
So just imagine a man with earrings,
One earring.
with one earring, sorry, a hooped earring, doing some taunting as you would in...
So he's like, when you pretend to look out over like a landscape, you put your hand above your eyes in like almost a salute. He's doing that and looking round, and then he did like the bare knuckle boxing of like square him up. Now he's dancing
to each other.
We haven't seen any action in about 4 or 5 minutes.
Is this man doing it in jeans, or is this like sweatpants? Because I feel like they should all be in, I don't know, like an outfit. They've all got the same t-shirts on, but look, this man here is doing it in jeans and a belt in what can only be described as trainers. You would surely to God want, I don't know, shorts, professional running shoes.
Shoes. You want some proper attire for the sport. But of course, whilst we experience these technical difficulties, Kieran, why don't you run us through a little bit of the history of tag? Yeah,
well,
chase tag.
Tag itself is a game came from early hundreds when it started similar to other sports we've seen, which starts back in the old ancient times with the mammoths and the cavemen.
Of course.
Because cavemen were jumping around rocks.
Yes.
And they were trying to chase each other for the meat.
Yeah.
Back then wasn't a game. It's only in the past couple
That was survival.
Yes, it was survival. It's always about a game of survival. That's what it is. So, we have a game now that's been around for maybe a couple hundred years. It was very popular in the 1900s, I'd say. Only in recent 10, 20 years that it's becoming a sport.
Yes.
But it was mainly a child's game where when the parents of the big houses didn't want the kids running around the house, or they just didn't want to see them.
Didn't want to see it better. Seen and not heard.
Yes,
as
it's
the expression
game,
used to go.
It
should still go.
It's a game where if you want to get rid of a bunch of children, don't play tag.
Yeah.
Because
send them out, let them play around the mines,
wherever, a dark space,
somewhere where there's heavy machinery and not a lot of adult supervision.
And so the game grew over time. Is when some adults could not grow up and didn't like the idea of growing up, so they played tag. And
in order to shorten their life expense.
Yes, and fun fact, there was a game and a movie based on this called Tag.
There was, starring Hannibal Buress, I believe.
The boy that plays Hawkeye and
Jeremy Renner, John Hamm.
Yeah, he was it.
John Hamm and the one from Hangover.
Yeah. So basically, and they play the game of tag every year since they were, and these men are in their 30s, and they still play it. Whereas this game, they've taken this sport and went, you know what we can do?
Yes.
We can make it monetized.
Well, you're saying this is an institution. The game of tag goes back far further than we can understand, that we know, that we have experienced. And yet today we see a bunch of men chasing each other around and the technology just not keeping up.
What's nice about this sport, it doesn't cost any money. You can get into it whether you're rich, you're poor, whatever you want.
Absolutely. You just play tag.
Out
in the streets, dodge the needles sticking out the ground, the empty spoons.
All you need is to find another group of grown men that like tag. Now,
like-minded individuals. You make friends for life on this. And as we see people just rolling around on the ground, they're really tapping into their inner child and just pissing about.
Man in the back doing Fortnite dances. A lot of these players also are Fortnite players.
Fortnite enthusiasts, absolutely.
By day, they do this and they play tag. By night, they are esports Fortnite players.
They get on stream, they get on Twitch, they get on Mixer, they get on whatever preferred streaming site you may choose.
Gaming is a big thing between these people.
Because of course, to play tag professionally, you have to have the mind of a 4-year-old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's a bit, but one thing I've got to say about this sport is it's a very male-dominated sport.
As we are seeing, the teams are full of men. I think I have seen one woman in the crowds.
The crowd's full of men.
Yeah.
It's a sport that it might need to come into the modern day and maybe there is.
And this goes back to playground etiquette and activities, because when you're a child, you think, ooh, girls, they don't get to play with us. And these people, they've not grown up. They're still playing Fortnite. They're still playing tag. They still have that idea in their head that girls are icky. We don't want to run after them and chase them. And here we go. We're finally getting some action. They're running around. And
They've been hyping each other up for a while now, and this man has 10 seconds left. They're running in circles. Oh,
did he get him?
Yes, he did.
No, that was a red light.
No, I told him this. He is now bowing to the man.
Of course, you have to bow to your superior.
Did he not grab him?
So yeah, he ran through, he jumped through the middle of 3 bars and slapped him on the butt.
Was it too
yeah,
low?
Slapped him on the butt. No, I think any sort of contact is allowed.
Okay.
Inside the rules of tag. But as I was saying, this sort of thing, it goes back through the ages towards childhoods and we're off again. He stays in, he's in, he's out immediately. 7.7 seconds, a poor performance. He's a good chaser. Yeah. He's not a good runner. The man with the earring and the Fortnite dances. Is this guy gonna actually be able to play now?
I think so. I believe so. There's one nice thing that comes out of sport is although they taunt each other, they are good sportsmen at the end of it. There is no shouting. There is no.
No, there's no in your face
a handshake,
violence. There's no abuse, as we saw in our last episode. That abhorrent fucking frisbee abuse. And here we go. 8.8 seconds on the clock. 10 seconds on the clock. He's jumping. He's really after him. Oh, he claims that he got him. And he agrees. You did get me.
Is that a point for Tempest then,
Or he went out of the environment and that means he lost.
Yes.
So he must have known he'd been caught.
Because you can jump off the sides.
Was that the moment?
No. I
think that was the moment.
I don't see contact.
With a sliding tag. I didn't see contact either. This is controversial.
This is
very controversial.
I think he might have lost it by jumping out. But we still don't have a point to Tempest though. So, from what I've maybe possibly gathered is that you chase, if you win your chase, you then have to not do what he... And if you avoid, you get the point.
And Tempest haven't been able to avoid so far.
No.
But Apex are up 3-0. Chase 11 of 16. They really have to pull it out the bag if they're going to win.
Now, I'd like to see the Hall of Fame tag. Because as you know, in Toronto, there's the Hall of Fame for ice hockey.
Yes.
There's
the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Yes.
And there's inductions into them. The inductions for the Hall of Fame of this sport, I don't believe exists.
Well, as we're very familiar with, Ladislav Vaclav, a Czech player.
Yes.
From, at the time, what was Czechoslovakia.
Yes.
Not today. He was in the Czech Republic side. Ladislav Vaclav, he revolutionized the world of tag. And he took it to a whole other level. He would do things such as underwater tag.
Yeah.
In which you would have to swim after each other at very low depths, mind you. Depths where you would get the bends if you came up too quick.
It was also a very dangerous sport for the time. But as we've gathered from the history of the world,
yes,
dangerous sports bring the people.
Absolutely, blood sports.
Yeah.
And Ladislav, an icon in the world of chase tag, and a man who
revolutionised the sport.
Absolutely, many of these players will look up to today. He would play underwater. He would play on the cliffs of Dover, at the very edge of the cliffs of Dover.
Very good games that was. I remember vividly when I was a child watching him revolutionise the sport.
Who didn't?
And now all these people have grown up playing the game of tag, seeing him on their screens and being, I want to be him.
Of course. A rock star of the chase tag world, if you will. Now, we did see Ginger Man go out. Ginger Man went out. No, he got through. Ginger Man avoided capture. And Ginger Man, his name Chris Molehu. Chris Molehu is his pastime, whilst the others are playing Fortnite, is actually competitive knitting.
Oh.
Very into it, very very high up in the world of competitive knitting. Probably not as high up as he is in chase tag, not to diminish his achievements. But he has knitted things such as a life-size Snorlax from the game Pokemon. That won him bronze. Bronze, mind you. A life-size Snorlax only got him bronze.
It's a very competitive sport. It's actually surprisingly one of the most competitive sports in the world.
High-caliber sport. And we will bring you some more information on the players after this commercial break.
Hey there, pal. Did you fail to grow up? Have you held on to childhood traditions for too long? Well, have I got the thing for you? The Museum of Chase Tag 1822, open now down in New Orleans. Come on down and see exhibits from the greats of Chase Tag history. Tony Missoni, the man with one left arm, who caught over 5,000 competitors. So visit us today.
And welcome back to We Could Do That. We're here with you at the World Chase Tag USA 2021. We're with a couple of new teams now. Apex made it through.
With a very clean score. They didn't let the other team get any points.
Absolutely. Very straight sets, as they say in basketball. Here we have a man in a tan shirt and a man in a light blue shirt.
Who is gone through. So we've got APK Blue and Apex Dodge. They really do. Apex is a quite common name in tag for some reason.
Absolutely.
It's actually, funnily enough, not known why. It's just most teams go into it believing they're the only Apex.
What I believe it is, and this is rumour, and this is it's not concrete, but there's talk in the underground of the World Chase Tag tournaments of a deity, a god, if you will, referred to as the Apex. And this god was a master of parkour, a master of running around and jumping over things, and slapping other men on the butt. This god, Apex, has defined it. For a moment here, Apex Dodge juking. The word dodge there.
That wasn't even... It was an absolute shit. That man just desecrated that other boy's life.
Gloating. And this is because of his possible respect and adoration of the god Apex. Completely throwing his opponent for a loop, not knowing which way to turn. His opponent, too indecisive in his attacks, was run over. And Apex Dodge are now leading 1-0 because of this. Because they have the power of the god Apex on their side. This time...
He fumbled it. He didn't even move.
He didn't know what to do. He was too enraptured. The god Apex abandoning his follower there. And...
It's a very religious sport, this. Like, it's a sport that is a very inclusive sport. Typically, again, there's maybe gender problems, but that's left to
it's
times.
Institutional. Yeah, it will decay over time.
But these teams grow up, no matter who they are, where they are, and they will play this game and they love this game. But again, so the reason that they all have psychology degrees is because they need to get into the mind of the other player.
That man had a Death Stranding hat on.
Did he?
Yeah. Just wanted to point that out. If you like video games, I'm not gonna. Right. He did. He's got a Bridges hat on. I want a Bridges hat. But yes, a very religious sport.
Yeah.
Yes. This man has sports goggles on for Apex Blue
because he doesn't want to get. It's a very when you're running at high speeds like these men are. It's very easy to get the wind in your eyes. You don't know what sort of this is it could be a dusty venue. So that could look like an injury there. But
the man in sports goggles showing us that being a nerd does not hold you back from sports.
No, but these are incredible nerds.
These are athletes.
Yeah.
Athletic nerds. The Fortnite conglomerate. The Fortnite army.
the American high school system was confounded with these individuals. They didn't know what to do with them.
And they sent them into Chase Tag, the institution that Vladislav Vaclav showed the world was due its time in the sun. But unfortunately, the man with sports glasses on, goggles, failed there. Just fucking done. I think Daniel Marmolejo has a GoPro sponsorship, as he is wearing a GoPro cap.
I do believe they need to have more high-profile sponsorships in this game.
It's difficult.
The main one from, I believe, possibly might be an energy company.
Yes.
But it's not very well known.
No.
It's
No.
Outside America, no one knows who this company is. You need to have, and this is also on, can I just say, ESPN 8.
Yes.
There's 7 whole channels before we get to this.
When you're cycling through the channels late night,
No one gets to ESPN 8.
No one gets to ESPN 8. You've got Ultimate Frisbee before that. You got golf before that. You got football before that. You got American football before that. You got basketball. You got fucking competitive fishing before that.
Yeah.
No one's getting to ESPN 8 and seeing Chase Tag for the glory that it is.
Many people who pay for ESPN don't even realise they have an 8th channel.
No.
It's a hidden channel.
Yes.
But the people who like this, who play this sport, don't care. They're in it for the passion.
Oh yes. They are...
The passion that brings...
Passionate. They're committed to Chase Tag. They see it as their expression. As an artist sees their expression on the canvas, the Chase Tag player, the Chase Tagger, if you will,
yes,
they express themselves through their parkour. Their parkour! Out immediately. Apex dodge.
7 seconds.
Showing the deity is on their side. Showing that they deserve this victory.
Yeah. I would like to again see a bit more. Maybe this is maybe me pushing it.
Okay.
I don't know if this is a thing. It possibly might be. A tag team tag. 2 on 2.
2 on 2.
Yeah.
Now that would be interesting. It may result in more injuries.
Possibly.
But it may be more exciting.
Or, to make it a little bit more extreme, the final including both this level of tag, we were running around obstacles, but a hide and seek element.
Yes.
Like,
a hide and seek element.
Let's say you rent an old house in the middle of nowhere.
Yes.
And you make it up to code, so we're not injuring players.
Yes.
But the inclusiveness is you get timed on how fast you can find the individual, and they can hide anywhere under floorboards.
Yes.
And a lot wherever, and then that accounts to the final score.
Okay, so you're saying there's a separate mode?
Yes.
A hide and seek mode and then a tag mode.
Yes.
Not a you find the person and then have to tag.
That could make it slightly better, but you find them, or let's say there's a certain time limit you have to find, 5 minutes, and let's say you take 4 minutes to find them, you have 60 seconds to chase after them. I think it's just a theory off the top of my head.
I think we could see competitive hide and seek take off in the near future.
Yeah. It's a sport I would happily watch.
If people are this fucking... Oh, look at that stats! Right, if people are this...
Great balance.
Yeah,
great balance above, just from these individual men. You've just got to think.
It takes training.
Yeah.
Competitive chase tag. It takes training. But he's out.
He's out though.
And they all hug and they say, I'll see you in, what's a Fortnite place? Greasy Grill?
Tilty Towers.
Tilty Towers later tonight, my friend.
And then, it's high crime rate amongst all these players though. They do. It's a bad area of the sport, but we have to bring it up.
We have to talk about it.
They push themselves to find the most difficult objects to run between.
Yes.
But and that can include, as I say, the worst thing they ever get trespassing. You can get trespassing off, but I'm not condoning it, but I am saying it's an area of the sport they need to work on.
One morning, and this is abhorrent, I came out of my house in the West End, and I went outside, and I saw a young man in sports goggles jumping between my wheelie bins.
See, we can't have that.
It's personal damage. It's emotional damage. For my wheelie bins are almost antiques.
Yes,
I bought them off a Venezuelan man.
It's undescribable, and they need to work on it because you can't just have random men jumping between your wheelie bins.
On my roof.
Yeah.
On my shed. To my other shed.
I'm getting work done to my house and they're jumping around the scaffolding.
Ah.
Do you know how much money scaffolding costs nowadays?
But part of me, Kieran, part of me sees this as the education for the newest wave of chase tag performers. That you understand that here in Scotland we don't have the amenities to train chase tag aficionados. We don't have those facilities, and so they need to take advantage of what they have. And they may be my wheelie bins, they may be your scaffolding, but they need to, so we can see athletes like this
grow up to their potential.
Absolutely. And with that, we have the Apex dodge, showing that they had the deity on their side. The god of old world chase tag, following them through their rambunctious performance here with this man with black hair and red highlights, showing and plugging his Twitch and or Mixer and or other streaming service profile. Later tonight to play Fortnite.
Yes, I believe that they are good. I'm not saying they're great Fortnite players, because Fortnite, another game in itself, another sport in itself. However, in this sport, he's done very well. They wiped the table with the other team again.
They did.
And now they dance their way into the night.
And we wish them best of luck as we dance our way into the night.
Well done, boys. T-shirts off. Enjoy yourselves.
Thank you for joining me, Kieran, here at the World Chase Tag Finals.
Thank you.
Take care.
At least 4 Prats.